stuff.
So now you said you wanted it to be a little bit different from the films, but did you still want to keep this cinematic kind of feel to the score?
Yes, definitely it had a big cinematic. We had an orchestra, as I mentioned. We went up to Seattle to record it, and it was a quite good orchestra. And but I just tried not to use any themes. As it turns out, I had not seen many of the Lord of the Rings. I'd seen only one of those movies. I had not been an obsessive fan of that, and I had nothing against it, but I just had not seen those movies. So, which turned out to be a good thing in my mind, because I hadn't heard a lot of that music. So I was able to write what inspired me from the game versus, going, oh, I have this idea in my head of what the score should sound like because I'm being, inspired or influenced by having seen the film. So in that sense, I was lucky that I hadn't watched the movies, except I had seen one of them.
Which one?
I think it was the second one. Remember there was those big trees come to life?
Oh, yeah.
Which was that the second?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay, but then what did inspire you from the game? Was it the...
Well, it was the game itself. It was what was going on in the game. There has been a number of Lord of the Ring games, and some have been better than others. Shadow of Mordor was a very successful game, and one of the reasons was they really created their own unique story. They didn't just take one of the movies and make a game about the movie. And what they did was take characters from the movie and ideas and inspiration and create a very unique story, and then also did some really cool things with the gameplay, which actually was groundbreaking in terms of really the players could play this game for many more hours than an average game, because there were so many different options that the player had. They had done something really unique and actually fairly influential now. A lot of companies are using these techniques to achieve this great variety of variations of gameplay, and everyone can kind of use the game in their own unique way to play and have fairly interesting adventures. So it was really the game, and what was going on in the game, and what were the requirements, and similarly, it's like when you're scoring a film. It's like you try to react. First of all, you create a theme or an idea, an approach to the score. Maybe think of the orchestra if you're using an orchestra, and once you have that, then you're reacting to the scenes. What's going on emotionally, how am I going to play this? Am I playing one particular character's emotional experience or an overview? So those are all parts of what you're reacting to, and and even so, writing music for any audiovisual work is very intuition based. It's like there's nothing objective about film music.
Yeah.
We've all seen films where we thought the music was fantastic, and vice versa, where the music feels like it's kind of fighting the images, and yet someone liked it because they included it in the picture. So in any event, it's a very intuitive process, and there's really no way to describe, other than you have experiences as a composer and you use that and you get better at it, and hopefully people like what you do.